It's time to talk about the elephant in the room, or should we say the lawyer in the power suit? That's right, we're talking about Gina Torres and her departure from the hit show Suits. For those of you who have been living under a rock or just haven't had the pleasure of binging Suits yet, let us give you a quick rundown. Suits follows the antics of brilliant college dropout Mike Ross, who, with the help of his mentor Harvey Specter, pretends to be a lawyer and gets a job at a prestigious law firm. Together, they take on high-stakes cases while trying to keep Mike's secret under wraps. But let's not forget about Jessica Pearson, played by the fabulous Gina Torres. As the managing partner at the law firm, Jessica was a no-nonsense boss who commanded respect and exuded confidence. She was the glue that held the place together, and let's be real, she probably could have run the entire world if she wanted to. So, when it was announced that Torres would be leaving Suits after 6 seasons, fans were devastated. How could the show go on without its powerhouse leading lady? What would happen to Jessica's character arc? And most importantly, where could we find our next fix of Torres' sassy one-liners and killer wardrobe? Well, according to the official statement from USA Network and Universal Cable Productions, Torres was leaving to focus on other career opportunities and her personal life. Okay, sure, but we all know there has to be more to the story. Was she offered a role on a bigger and better show? Did she have a falling out with the cast or crew? Did she just really hate wearing suits all the time? The truth is, we may never know the real reason behind Torres' departure, but that's okay. We'll just have to use our imaginations. Maybe she was offered a role as the next James Bond villain and just couldn't pass it up. Or maybe she was just tired of pretending to be a lawyer and wanted to go back to school and become a real one. We have a feeling she'd ace the bar exam in a heartbeat. So, let's talk about the real drama behind Gina Torres' departure from Suits. Was it a contract dispute? A creative difference? A behind-the-scenes feud? Well, according to the official statement, Torres was leaving to focus on other career opportunities and her personal life. But come on, there has to be more to the story than that. We did some digging and here's what we came up with. Option 1. Torres was offered a role in the next Marvel movie and just couldn't turn it down. We can totally see her as the next Black Widow, can't you? Option 2. Torres was tired of pretending to be a lawyer and decided to go back to school and become a real one. After all, she probably knows more about the law than most actual lawyers out there. Option 3. There was a dispute over who got to keep the most stylish suits. Torres probably had an entire closet full of power suits, and let's face it, those things aren't cheap. Option 4. Torres just really hated the long hours and grueling schedule of being on a TV show. Who can blame her? Being a lawyer is hard enough as it is, but being a fake one on TV must be even more exhausting. Option 5. Torres was offered a role as the lead in her own spin-off show and just couldn't pass it up. And hey, that's exactly what ended up happening with Pearson. Of course, these are all just theories and we'll probably never know the real reason behind Torres' departure. But that's okay. We can have a little fun speculating. And who knows, maybe one day Torres will spill the beans and give us all the juicy details. Until then, we'll just have to rewatch all her episodes on Suits and dream of what could have been. As Suits fans, we all know and love Gina Torres as Jessica Pearson, the managing partner at the law firm and a total boss in every sense of the word. But let's take a trip down memory lane and relive some of Jessica's most iconic moments on the show. First, there was the time Jessica took down her ex-husband Jeff Malone, played by D.B. Woodside, in a heated courtroom battle. She outsmarted him at every turn and proved once and for all that she was the true legal mastermind in the Pearson family. Then there was the time Jessica confronted her former mentor, the legendary Catherine Halsey, played by Christine Baranski. It was a face-off for the ages as the two powerhouses went head-to-head. each determined to come out on top. In the end, Jessica emerged victorious because, let's be real, there's no way Katherine Halsey could ever top Jessica Pearson. But it wasn't all work and no play for Jessica. She also had her fair share of romantic entanglements on the show, including a steamy affair with fellow lawyer Jeff Malone. You know, the one she later defeated in court. And let's not forget about her relationship with Jason, played by Drew Van Acker, the cute and charming young lawyer who captured Jessica's heart and gave us all major relationship goals. Of course, Jessica's time on Suits wasn't always smooth sailing. She faced her fair share of challenges and setbacks, including the threat of the firm being shut down and the revelation of Mike Ross's secret. But through it all, Jessica remained a beacon of strength and resilience, proving that she was more than just a high-powered lawyer. She was a true friend and ally to those around her. So, as we say goodbye, for now, to Jessica Pearson and Gina Torres' amazing portrayal of her, let's take a moment to appreciate all the iconic moments and unforgettable memories she brought to Suits. Jessica, you will be missed, but we will always have reruns to remind us of the greatness that was. Gina Torres may have left Suits, but she certainly hasn't slowed down in the acting world. In fact, she's been keeping busy with a variety of projects that showcase her incredible range and talent. First up, we have Torres' role in the sci-fi series Firefly. In the show, Torres plays Zoe Washburn, a loyal and skilled member of the Serenity crew who was always ready for a fight. With her sharp wit and no-nonsense attitude, Zoe is the ultimate badass and the perfect foil for her wisecracking husband, played by Nathan Fillion. But Torres isn't just limited to sci-fi. She's also tackled more dramatic roles in shows like The Catch and Hannibal. In The Catch, Torres plays Alice Vaughn, a private investigator who gets caught up in a dangerous game of cat and mouse with a charming con artist. And in Hannibal, Torres plays Bella Crawford, the troubled wife of Dr. Hannibal Lecter, played by Mads Mikkelsen. With her complex and emotional performance, Torres proves that she can handle just about any role thrown her way. And let's not forget about Torres' work in film. She's appeared in a variety of movies, including Serenity, the big screen adaptation of Firefly, The Matrix Reloaded, and I Think I Love My Wife. In each of these films, Torres brings her signature charisma and charm, making her a standout presence on screen. But Torres isn't just limited to the small and silver screens. She's also made a name for herself in the theater world. She's appeared in a number of stage productions, including The Lion King, where she originated the role of Shenzi, The Merry Wives of Windsor, and The Taming of the Shrew. With her powerful voice and commanding stage presence, Torres is a force to be reckoned with in the theater world. So, as we bid farewell for now to Gina Torres' time on Suits, let's remember that she's still out there making waves in the entertainment industry. Whether she's kicking butt in a sci-fi series, taking down con artists in a drama, or stealing the show on the stage, Torres is a talented and versatile actress who never fails to impress. We can't wait to see what she tackles next. When Gina Torres announced her departure from Suits, fans were devastated. How could the show go on without its leading lady and legal powerhouse, Jessica Pearson? It seemed like an impossible task, but somehow the Suits team managed to carry on without her. After Torres' departure, Suits introduced a new character, Samantha Wheeler, played by Katherine Heigl, to fill the void left by Jessica. But let's be real, no one could ever truly replace Jessica Pearson. Samantha may have been a skilled lawyer and a formidable opponent in the courtroom, but she didn't just have the same charm and charisma as Jessica. Sorry, Samantha, you're no Jessica Pearson. But despite the challenges of continuing without Torres, Suits managed to soldier on for a few more seasons. The show even managed to bring back some familiar faces, including Rachel Zane, Meghan Markle, and Mike Ross, Patrick J. Adams, who had also left the show in earlier seasons. But let's be real, the show was never quite the same without Jessica Pearson. Sure, the cases were still high stakes and the characters were still engaging, but there was always a sense of something missing. Jessica was the heart and soul of the show, and her absence was deeply felt by fans. In the end, Suits came to an end after 9 seasons, but fans were left with a glimmer of hope: the spin-off series Pearson, which followed Jessica as she navigated the cutthroat world of politics in Chicago. And with Gina Torres back in the lead role, fans were finally able to get their Jessica Pearson fix once again. Just when we thought we'd seen the last of Gina Torres' sassy and stylish character Jessica Pearson, the Suits spin-off series Pearson arrived to save the day. In the show, Torres reprises her role as Jessica, who is now navigating the cutthroat world of politics in Chicago. In Pearson, Jessica is thrust into the role of chief of staff for the new mayor of Chicago, and let's just say she's not exactly thrilled about it. But as always, Jessica rises to the challenge and uses her formidable legal skills to take on the corrupt and powerful forces that stand in her way. But Pearson isn't just about Jessica taking down the bad guys. It also delves into her personal life and relationships. We see her navigate her complicated relationship with her ex-husband, Jeff Malone, as well as her strained dynamic with her daughter, who is struggling with addiction. It's a deeper and more emotional side of Jessica that we've never seen before, and Torres delivers a raw and powerful performance that'll leave you in tears. But of course, Pearson wouldn't be complete without some classic Jessica Pearson sass and wit. She's still the same take-no-prisoners lawyer we know and love, but she's not afraid to speak her mind and stand up for what she believes in. Whether she's taking down corrupt politicians or delivering a killer one-liner, Jessica is a force to be reckoned with. And that concludes our exploration of the story behind Gina Torres' departure from and return to the Suits series. We hope you've enjoyed learning about Jessica Pearson's journey and all the other projects Torres has taken on since leaving the show. We know that Suits and Pearson hold a special place in the hearts of many fans, and we hope we've done justice to the impact and legacy of these shows. But now it's your turn. Let us know your thoughts on Torres' departure and return in the comments below. What was your favorite Jessica Pearson moment? What other roles would you like to see Torres take on? We want to hear from you. Thanks for joining us on this journey, and be sure to stay tuned for more fun and informative content in the future. Until then, we'll see you in the comments section.